Good evening and welcome to Naija Football Addicts. We're in PEKKA Garden and here with me is an Arsenal fan after their 2-0 victory against Crystal Palace. Oh man, no reduce una go. Una need that well. How you take see the game, man?
Well, the game was kind of a game of two halves. In the first half, Arsenal tried to impose themselves, and in the second half, they tried to contain the game. 1-0 up in the first half. They tried to sit back and just, suck in pressure, being away from home. So they were lucky to get the second goal and they got the win at the end of the day. So good for Arsenal fans.
Yeah, nice one, man. Let's talk about the back four today, man. Saliba, Gabriel, what's his name? White and Zinchenko. How was their performance?
Well, the back four today, I think it's our most solid back four because White's debuting at right back. It's kind of like to contain Zaha, and he did perfectly well.
But easy to defend against Zaha.
Zaha didn't have so much chances. Crystal Palace in general didn't have so much threats. So the back four in general, they worked as a unit. And they played well. Very good back four. That's our best back four.
Yeah, definitely. Let's talk about Ramsey, man. The number one now, man. How you take Sida in saves? Those two saves.
Ramsey, it's our new number one. So he's imposing himself and showing what he can do and why he deserves to be our number one. And Ramsey has great reflex, so that save, very sharp save was going into the net, and he's just showing his quality. When he came into Arsenal, a lot of fans were saying that he's not Arsenal material, he's not good enough for us. Coming from Sheffield, relegated, and he's just showing his quality, and that was good for him.
All right, man. Let's talk about the midfield, man. We have the likes of them, Partey, Saka, and Odegaard, man. Odegaard
today, I think, is not his kind of game. If you know Odegaard, the way he plays, and most of his best games are always at home. He's very free at home. Away from home, he's very contained because the way Arsenal play, most of our attacking play comes through Odegaard. He's like the focal points at that attacking play. So Crystal Palace, the way they defend, normally Crystal Palace is a tight team. They don't really concede so many.
I swear.
So it's kind of like the game went the way it was meant to go. A very tight game with little chances, not so many.
Both of you guys have just two chances.
Not so many chances. So I don't really blame him so much. Maybe next game we'll see more of Odegaard.
All right, let's talk about the new guys. Gabriel Jesus, Zinchenko. How will you sum up their performance today?
Well, for Zinchenko, I would say he had a very nice debut. Getting the assist for Martinelli and playing well in the back four. Actually, when he came to Arsenal, most people were saying he was going to play in the midfield too, not really at left back, because at Man City he was playing at left back. Coming to Arsenal, it was something different. But he played at left back and showed his quality still. Going up
with one
assist, in his first game, and it's a good competition for Tierney too. So great performance for Jesus. Was kind of contained, and he didn't get a lot of things going his way. The attacking play, we didn't really see more of the attacking play we've seen pre-season. Jesus, Martinelli, Odegaard and Saka, it was kind of like they were not really combining well. So Jesus didn't really have so much of a great day, but he put in his efforts, going back to defend, helping the team in front, defending from the front.
Ginger always did there.
Always imposing, causing chaos.
Yeah. All right, now let's talk about let me before I go to the next question now. Which three players today stand out for you? Which one would you say, man, are these three players and them be my best players?
Number one, Saliba.
Saliba.
People forget Saliba is just 20 years old, and he's already like his qualities. Like we're not really seeing the best of it. We're not seeing the peak of Saliba, and he's already showing what he can do. This is his first match in the Premier League, starting his debut, having a very good game, composed, going in for blocks, helping the team. He's even looking as a better defender than Gabriel. So I'm really happy with Saliba. Then I'll say Ramsdale because of he kept us in the game. Those saves kept us in the game. Because if Crystal Palace had gotten a goal,
for the difference,
they're backing, So his saves kept us in the game. Then I'll say Partey.
Partey, right?
Partey normally doesn't really have. If you remember the match last season at Palace, it was one of his worst performances. He was nowhere to be found. But today in the midfield, him and Xhaka, they controlled it a little bit more. They held their ground a little.
Yeah, because that Crystal Palace midfield, no, it's small.
Yeah,
midfield.
it's a very strong. They a lot of like strength in the midfield. They play 3 midfielders, so they held their ground. I would say Partey had a very good game too. Going forward, his passes too were really good. So great game from Partey.
Finally, which department do you think you guys need to develop more? Which department you think you guys need to sign more players into to make sure that you guys finish very well in this?
Well, I think Arteta really worked on the defense already. So I would say the midfield. Everybody says it, but it's true. It's visible. We need a creative 8. Someone else apart from Xhaka, like Tielemans, coming in, able to, because most of the time, other guys goes missing because of that 8.
Yeah.
He doesn't have anybody getting him the ball in tight spaces and all.
Yeah.
So I would say we need a good creative 8 that we need to get. Hopefully before the end of the window, we'll sign someone like that. Then I say a right winger, someone to back up Saka. Saka played a lot last season. And I think at his age, he's going to run him out. So we need a good backup for Saka. Sadly, Pepe is not giving us what we signed him.
Pepe don't turn tomato.
Yeah, Pepe. So hopefully we get a good right winger. I think those are the 2 places we need to strengthen.
Finally, what would be your prediction? Where do you think Arsenal will finish realistically?
And I'm an Arsenal fan. I would say we're going for the title this season. I would say that based on because of the signings Arsenal have made and possibly because of the incomings we have been linked with. I don't see Arsenal going for players right now to just get into top 4. The way Tottenham are strengthened, the way other clubs are strengthened, the signings that have come in already is looking like a team that wants to challenge for the league. So why not first place? All right. Let's go.
Thanks so much, man. What's your name?
Daniel.
Daniel, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thanks.